Okay, so you just arrived at your campsite and you found your spot you're ready to hook up to. I have included some levels here. I will put another level inside of the camper for you. Right now it is still hooked up to the truck. So with this leveler, it does keep it level from front to back. But as you can see right here from side to side, we aren't level. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that level. You're going to want to make sure that you have fairly enough room. You're going to want probably at least 2 feet of room behind you. So we've left enough room for us to show you guys how to get it level, and we're going to show you that right now. So, being this right here, we're going to be moving about 2 feet back with the easy levelers we have in here. They're inside of this bag. So we are high on this side, so we actually need to bring up that side up more. So we'll take these 2 levelers and we'll go to the other side. All right, from right here, I've already placed one. You place it just like that, and then I will back up and show you how they work. All right, now you see me back up just a teeny bit, doesn't take much. We are level here. So we can go ahead and come around to the other side. I'll see you over there. All right, so you take this other piece now, and it's basically like a wheel chalk. Go ahead and get it tapped underneath there. Go ahead and tap this one underneath there. And there you go, you're leveled, and that's how you level it. All right, so now we got it leveled side to side. We're gonna take the chalks. The other chalks are on the other side, and I'm not going to walk all the way around to the other side to show you where the chalks are. But they look like this. You pretty much put them underneath these other tires in the front and the back just to stop the trailer from walking away on you. And to get the trailer level front to back, you're going to look at your level here. We need to come up slightly in the front. For this purposes only, we are leaving this stuff hooked up. But when you arrive, you are going to disconnect all of this stuff anyway. So, all right, I'm going to show you how to disconnect. This part is a little bit more of a pain. Disconnect the chains. Disconnect your power cord. From here, in order to get these undone, you can just take those off. Please put the cotter pin back in these. That way you don't lose them. Okay, in order to get these off, you do have to raise this up. So go ahead and raise this up right now. This has become a little bit loose. That's what you want, is for it to become a little bit loose. This part I still struggle with every single time, but you can either put it on this side or you can put it on this side. It doesn't really matter too much. Just kind of get it like that. You kind of got to wiggle it off. It's a pain. I usually go like this. Get it about that far. Come around to the other side. You essentially do the same thing. It helps if you put it in this little dipple thing here, not like I was doing it. Just kind of get it to right there, And then you kind of use this hook right here to kind of pull it the rest of the way off. Okay, after that, you go back down. Right now you can probably disconnect this if it'll let you. And as soon as it'll let you, you can disconnect this. Okay, after you get it disconnected, you go back up to disconnect it from the pickup. Should hopefully drop, probably not. Then you go for the disconnect, raise it up. Pickup should disconnect from the ball. All right, now you're disconnected from your ball. You can go ahead and pull forward. I pull forward just enough to where I don't bash my legs on this as I walk around to do the rest of everything I need to do. Okay, now to level the front and back, we use the tongue jack up here in the front. We need to go down. I think we need to go down in the front. Yeah, we need to go down in the front. Simply gonna go down. Works a lot better if you have a helper as well, who can tell you when to stop. When you go down a little bit more, tiny bit more. All right, that's good enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to operate the stabilizing jacks next. Okay, at any point in time, should this fail or quit working, there is a opening up here. There is an opening right there, and if you look in there, there is a nut. There is a tool right here that is in the front compartment up here. You simply just attach it to that nut, and you can turn it to crank it down or up. Inside of this compartment here, there is a handle here for your stabilizing jacks. You can crank them up or down. Since we are on concrete, I'm not going to be using these blocks. I do have some blocks that are inside of here for any soft ground like dirt or grass or gravel. You can put one of these down. Just put one down there for you to see. I will have a drill in here as well for you guys to operate these a lot faster. That's pretty much about it. You don't want to lift up the tires with this. You're simply just putting this just to stabilize the trailer from any bouncing and back and forth motion. Basically just keeps it nice and still for you. There is 4 of these stabilizing jacks on each corner of the trailer, and that's pretty much it. Okay, when you leave the trailer unattended, can you please put a trailer lock on there? Make sure that these teeth or sprockets are lined up with this keyhole. You simply put it up there. Lock it down, and you're safe to go anywhere. Okay, so when you're filling up your fresh water tank, you need to make sure that we will have a pressure regulator up here that will be automatically connected. Make sure it's connected in this order. As you can see here, there's an arrow showing your flow. So when you come up here and connect it up to your water, you're going to be wanting to have the flow in this direction. This is your fresh water connection. If you're connecting up to city water, like if you're connecting up a water hose straight to this from your campsite, you're going to be wanting to use this side. And you just leave it connected. Everything should prime. Everything should be good to go. You can go inside, use your water. When this gets full, water will come out of your vent hole here, indicating that you're full, and you can go ahead and cap this off. For this purpose, we're just going to fill it up so we can show you where all the water is, how to turn on the pumps, and how to activate your water heater.
So right here we have the fresh water drain, and it is right here underneath this tire. It's right there. And then to close it.
Go to drain your black tank. Should you ever have to drain your black tank if you're out for a while, what you want to do is you're going to grab your sewer hose. We keep our sewer hose in the back of the bumper on the back. Just slides right in there, and we have a cap that goes over the back. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here, you're going to undo it. You're going to undo your black back here. This is where you would dump. And there's these little guides. You got it in there and twisted, you're connected. And then from there, what we like to do is drain your black tank first, and then followed by this, which is your gray tank, which initially flushes all of the nasty stuff out of there. Okay, after that, we have a black tank flush that's attached up here, and you connect your garden hose or your water hose right here. Make sure your black tank is still open, otherwise you're going to have a lot of pressure back there, and it's not fun when all that pressure blows through this hose. And then once you see the water being clear, you'll be able to see that the water's clear through this. It'll be connected inside of the hole. Once the water is clear, you're good to go. You can close that, shut both of those lines, get it all cleaned out, and you're done. You can put everything back. For your water heater, if you're hooked up to electricity, right underneath here, if you look in here, there's a button that says on and off. On your water heater, the electricity will start heating up your water heater. If you're using gas, we'll show you how to turn it on inside. Okay, when you're outside, we do have a refrigerator and an ice maker out here. It should be on as long as you're hooked up to electricity. If you're not hooked up to electricity, it will not be on. But as soon as you hook up to electricity, everything should turn on automatically. With the ice maker, you do have to fill it up with water, and there's some buttons in here to turn it on and off. And then there is an outdoor shower out here as well. Right here to your left, there's an outdoor shower. All right, to fill up your ice maker, you want to put the water down in this reservoir down in here. You just kind of just dump your water in here. You go up here, up top, and you hit power on. It's set to large or small pieces of ice. And it'll sit there and do its thing. And that's it. Okay, to get inside, you open this, and the door is open. You have to make sure the door is open all of the way in order to get your ladder down. Right here is the blue handle. Pull on the lever. If the feet are not adjusted for the height of the trailer, you can actually adjust the legs by pulling in and out. Right here, you can pull out. There's a button to let it retract back in. There you go. Okay, to work the slide, here's your buttons in and out. Obviously, make sure that there's enough room for your awning to go in and out, or your slide to go in and out. Otherwise, you will crush something, it will damage something. For your awning, you have to retract and extend. Hit the extend button, it'll start coming out. During when you guys go to bed, please bring the awning in. Should a windstorm ever pick up while you're asleep, it'll rip off the awning. Same if you leave the camper unattended, please pull the awning in and you should be good to go. And then whenever you get done using it, you can just turn it off. You don't need it. Here's your fresh water tank, the level of your fresh water tank. Here's the level of your black tank. Here's the level of your gray tank. Obviously you have your batteries that are there. We do have solar panels on the trailer to keep those batteries charged, so you shouldn't have to really worry about that too much. Okay, on the inside, as soon as you walk in, there's a panel right here that gives you pretty much everything you need to know. You can connect your Bluetooth if you want to listen to music. You have an awning light. It does put a light on the inside as well as illuminate the outside underneath your awning. Exterior lighting, there is lights on the outside of your trailer that you can actually use to, they're kind of convenience lights for you to help dump the black tank at night should you ever have to do it at night. In here, obviously, you have the living room lights. Each one of these lights can be turned on and off individually. And then here's where you light your propane tank with propane. So you need to turn on your propane tanks, hit this button, and it will start heating up your hot water tank. This is for your pumps to turn on your water. Should be on right now. There you go. Okay. You do have a cutting board that is magnetized to the back, so if you want to cut anything, do anything, with a cutting board, you can place it anywhere. And then for your stove, you lift this up. People use it as a backsplash. You can use it as a backsplash. Doesn't matter. It doesn't come off. Turn on your stove. All of these are this kind of the same way. Turn it on and give it a turn. They should all come on. That's how you use the stove. Alright, so inside of your stove you should have a little pan you can use for making cookies or grilled cheese sandwiches, whatever you guys want to make. To light the stove, open the door, turn the handle to the flame, and give this a couple clicks. And now the pilot light is lit. After the pilot light is lit in there, you just turn it on to whatever temperature you need. Alright, for the fridge, it should automatically be on when you come pick it up. As you guys come pick it up, we'll check to make sure everything's on. It's nice and cool. And we'll check for the fridge to make sure the fridge is running nice and cool. If for whatever reason you guys get out there and the fridge is not working, you can call us. We'll try and help you through it. There is a key down here, so if you guys have kids and it isn't working, there's a chance they might have turned the key off, and that disconnects the battery and your fridge will not be on. To the right of the refrigerator, you have your thermostat. To control the thermostat, you hit this bottom button. It'll go through all your modes that you want to do. Cool, low auto, cool, high auto. This is if you will just want to set it at the temperature and let it go. If you set it to heat for fan low or fan high, or if you set it to cool high, it will just run. And that's pretty much about it. Okay, should you ever need to empty your black tank and refill it again, we will have this stuff in the trailer over there by the black tank. You just come around, grab it, or we'll have it somewhere. We'll show you where it's at. You put 2 ounces of this down into the toilet along with 2 to 3 gallons of water, and just let it dump, and then that's pretty much about it. You're ready to start using the toilet again. A good marking to put water in here is you just hold this button halfway down with your foot, let it fill up in here. A good marking to indicate where a gallon is or so is I usually keep it about 2 inches or so below this mark, below that rim. That's about a gallon. You can put a little bit more, give or take, but put about 3 of these in there and you should be good to go for using the toilet. So I'm going to estimate roughly 2 ounces of this stuff right now. That's roughly 2 ounces, I'm guessing. Looks good to me. So now we're going to dump this. Okay, and now I'm going to fill it up a little more. I'm going to repeat this 2 more times to make sure that I have 3 gallons, roughly 3 gallons or so, 4 gallons, it doesn't matter, to make sure I have that in there.
Alright, so to work the Bluetooth on the radio, it will be on this, which it says mute. You just press this little power button and it will turn to Bluetooth. Then if you go to your cellular phone, and you go to your Bluetooth settings, it is the one called Driven. And as soon as it connects, all right, so it connected. You have to make sure that there is only one phone connected to it at a time. And then you can go to music and just press play. So this is the volume, up and down, obviously. And then there is zones. Zone 1 is inside and zone 2 is outside. So when you have them both on, it will be playing as well as out here. And here are the speakers.
All right, in order to work your electrified fireplace, you do need to be connected to electricity to use this. It does not run off batteries. You do have your buttons down here that operate it, or we have a remote that comes with it. You can turn it on, should come on. You can choose your flame, types of flame you want. You can choose the color of the flames that you want. There's a bunch of different options you can do. And then one of these here, so right now it's set at 62. You do have to go through the entire thing to turn it up and down. So right now it's 62, now it's 66, now it's 68, 70. In order to turn it down, you do have to go all the way through to drop it back down. And that is pretty much about it. I mean, you can turn it on and off. You're done. Okay, we do have a TV in here as well. It does, again, need to be hooked up to electricity. It does not run off batteries. It is hooked up on a mount. Oops. It is hooked up on a mount. In order to take the mount out and do whatever you need to do, you just unhook it here, unhook it from the back of the TV, and you simply just pick up on the TV. Pick up, and there's a mount outside that is designed just for this, and you can put it on the outside of the trailer. Again, you just plug it in outside, and yeah, you're good to go.
And here is the mount and where you plug it in. So as far as utensils and stuff, up in this cupboard up here, we have a percolator for your coffee, some mixing bowls, pots and pans, and a griddle. And obviously your paper towels. In this cuppy, you have your utensils, measuring cups, cutting boards, stuff like that. And then down here, you have all of your kitchen towels and hot pads. Under the sink, you have all of your trash bags, a collapsible drying rack, and then you have your garbage can right back here, which is also collapsible, and extra soap and grocery bags if you need them. And then obviously you have your microwave. You do need to be hooked up to power in order to use the microwave. And all of these accessories, so like the utensils and the knives, must be stowed away when you are traveling. We stow them in this cupboard right here, which you have all of your plates, your cups, coffee cups, etc. You put the knives right here and all of the extra cooking utensils right there. All right, so in the bathroom, hi. We have shampoo, conditioner, some kids' medicine, and then your hand towels and stuff like that. Please make sure you put everything back in here when you are traveling so that it does not go everywhere. And then down here, you have your towels and then your toilet paper.
Okay, when you're getting ready to hook up, this is where you have to do it and keep this open. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lower this down onto your ball. Once it's onto your ball, it starts putting pressure on your pickup. You want to close this. I'll provide either a padlock or some other kind of lock for you to put in there just to make sure it doesn't come undone. At this point, you can turn around and hook up your power. And then from here, to get your stabilizing bars up, you do need to keep going up. So we're gonna go up. Once they about get level with your stabilizing locks, you can go ahead and use this tool here. want to come underneath, and there is a small square hole where it will connect into. And you're going to simply pick up right here and drop it on. You do need to lift this up to kind of get these kind of level with the actual hinge itself. Take these, drop it through the hole. You are good to go right here. You do the same on the other side. As soon as you are done with the other one on the other side, I'll quickly hook that up real quick. Okay, now you have both stabilizing bars hooked up. You can go ahead and lower this back down. And that is about as high as I can put it. All right, after you get that all done, you can go ahead and hook up your safety chains. Safety chains are hooked up. While we're back here, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to work your propane. Simply just untwist these knobs. In here you have 2 propane tanks. We'll try and usually keep at least one of them full at all times. The other one, we don't know how much it's going to have in there, so but you should be good off just 1 tank for like a weekend or a week or so, depending on how much propane you're using. But you simply just open or close these. Right now it's open because we're running some stuff in the camper. Both of these should be closed at all times when you travel. Make sure these are turned off while you're traveling. If you can't figure out how to turn them on, like or if you don't have heat when you're in there, it's probably because one of these aren't turned on. There is a switch up here in the front, right here, that runs off of this tank right now. When this tank runs out, you can go ahead and close it. And on the front of this little bell housing right here, this switch, you can turn it to this tank, and it'll start pulling from this other tank over here. And that's it.